This is a different kind of PFT OT Tuesday edition. Usually I've got Sims, but what we're doing now, Peter King and I are doing specific PFT OT videos for Yahoo Sports, so I guess that makes this PFT OT OT. But I got a few other things I want to talk about that either we didn't get to during the program today, or I want to elaborate a little bit more. And I want to start with the story of the moment in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys negotiations with running back Ezekiel Elliott. The reports have kind of been all over the place, but the bottom line is this. The Cowboys are trying to get this thing done because they want Ezekiel Elliott on the field on Sunday when they host the New York Giants to start the regular season. And the goal was to get it done on Sunday, and Ezekiel Elliott's people knew the goal was to get it done on Sunday, so Ezekiel Elliott's camp slammed on the brakes a little bit, waited to get back to the Cowboys, and then eventually made an offer the Cowboys didn't like. Monday, things got back on track, and it feels like it's moving toward a final deal on Tuesday. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, based on nearly 20 years of doing this and knowing how these things work, it feels like they're trying to get this done, and barring something unexpected, I think it will get done. And it will match, if not beat, the Todd Gurley annual average in new money of $14.375 million. The question is going to be the structure. What are the Cowboys willing to do? How much do they front load it? How much fully guaranteed money will be in the deal at signing? How much more will become fully guaranteed in March? How much more will become fully guaranteed the following March? Those are going to be key factors to really do an apples-to-apples comparison. And we tried to do an apples-to-apples comparison of Todd Gurley's deal with Le'Veon Bell's. Le'Veon Bell's wasn't as good as Gurley's. That's what's complicated the Elliott negotiations. You know, if Bell had done as well, if not better than Gurley, then this maybe is an easier conversation between the Cowboys and Elliott. But that gap between Gurley and Bell has created the problems, and the structure is going to be critical to how good of a deal Elliott ultimately gets. But I think at the end of the day, he's going to realize, I'm going to take the money, I'm going to play, and I'm going to have the financial security that players no longer get when they're taken at the top of the draft, because the rookie wage scale makes them wait for that next opportunity to get signed, and Elliott forcing the Cowboys' hand to get that contract done now. Now, in their division, there's another guy who's holding out, but he's not holding out for more money. Trent Williams just doesn't want to play for Washington anymore. And there's an interesting little twist that I've caught wind of. And it goes like this. Washington is getting bad information, apparently, on the intentions of Trent Williams. Bruce Allen, the team president, firmly believes the guy's going to cave and show up. Others around the league who have been in communication with people close to Williams believe that he's not going to show up, and he's not going to be there for week one. The question is, at what point does he cave? At what point does he show? You're giving up big money every week. He's got a base salary of over $10 million for the entire year. That's a big game check to watch sail away forever with each week that goes by. But Trent Williams has made it clear he wants out. And Washington has blown the opportunity to try to make him happy, maybe give him more money, maybe trade him to Houston. I mean, if the Texans are giving up 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick for Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills, what would they have sent to Washington for Trent Williams to take over the left tackle position to protect Deshaun Watson? So, as Big Cat said a couple of weeks ago, dysfunctional teams do dysfunctional things, and there's more dysfunction in Washington, possibly including their ability to gather reliable information, because there's a chance they're relying on #fake news when they come to the conclusion that Trent Williams is not going to, or is going to cave and show up and play for the team. All right, one more topic before we go for the day. And Joe Mixon is a name to watch, I believe. Right now, I think that there are 3 truly elite superstar running backs in the NFL: Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, and Christian McCaffrey. Le'Veon Bell can get back to that level. Todd Gurley, if he shows he's healthy, he can get back to that level. He's not there now. Sorry, but that's just the way it is, Todd. As to Joe Mixon, it feels like he's a big year away from getting to that level. And maybe he does. He's gushed about that new offense under Coach Zach Taylor. It would be helpful to have A.J. Green on the field. He was still in a walking boot as of Monday. But Joe Mixon laughed about getting the quarterback treatment in the preseason. We haven't seen him in this offense. And look, running back, it's not as critical as seeing a quarterback in a new offense, but we're going to get that initial dose of Joe Mixon. And for as difficult as it's going to be for the Packers and their new offense to go to Chicago week 1, the Bengals and their new offense have to go to Seattle week 1. So Joe Mixon, maybe the big performance is going to come later in the year, but if he has a big game against the Seahawks, then it's time to take this guy seriously. And I think he does have a chance to be a guy we're talking about next year as one of the truly best running backs in the entire National Football League. That is it for this Tuesday edition of PFT OT, or as the case may be, PFT OT. We'll be back Wednesday from Chicago. Sims and I will be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, PFT OT every day of the week for the rest of the week as we get you ready for the first game of the season. We get you ready for the first weekend of the season. And on Friday, we react to whatever it is that happens between Green Bay and Chicago from Soldier Field on Thursday night. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday.